yeah! And Chad will be like, what the fuck?
Maybe I'll tell you how to feel.
Okay.
Okay.
I should feel angry now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do that.
11-second delay. About.
Okay, so Contra 4 was developed by a wonderful company called Way Forward, who, among other things, specializes in revitalizing some older franchises. And they've done a fantastic job with Contra 4. It is not quite, in my humble opinion, as hard as Contra 3, but it's still a really solid game. The route of this game is actually quite interesting. I actually use just about all the weapons except for the homing shot. But every other weapon I do use in this run, so it's an interesting route.
So, Mr. K, how much of a lie is this tagline underneath the arcade mode thing?
I just started the time now.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's close enough.
Probably off about 10 seconds or so, but whatever.
Just say now then.
Now.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, a little fun thing there is I jumped like while I was pretty much in the turret, so the turret like goes ballistic trying to locate me. It looks really funny, and it's just a worthless thing to show off.
This is obviously modeled after Contra Stage 1.
Yeah, and the music is a great remix, I have to say.
Not that we can hear it.
Yeah.
If we turn it up, then we'll hear ourselves too.
That's fine.
I know that's fun. I did mute. I muted by going like that, but I was freaking out because I could hear myself.
The stage is pretty straightforward. Even when I'm making attempts, I don't lose too many runs here. There was a really hard jump that I cut out of this because it's a marathon run, but yeah, other than that, the stage is really straightforward. The one interesting thing is that you can kill that gondola thing, the rail machine or whatever it is, by one shot if you hit it from the top, which I just did there. And then you can quickly ride to the end of the level.
Ah, there. That's what we were talking about.
This boss is really straightforward. You can squeeze out a couple more shots if you're a little bit gutsier, but marathon strats. So yeah, if you kill him fast enough, the helicopter that's supposed to help you get to the top section, kill the top core, like as soon as it comes there, it's just like, oh, he's dead. I'm out of here.
Like that. Nice.
He swoops even lower if you kill him a few frames faster. This stage is a bit of a pain. It's like the anti-speedrunning stage. Depending on the spawns here are the big like skulking around guys are random, but these guys, the guys that come from the ceilings, they're random, except for the ones there. So yeah, it can be a bit of a pain. This stage has a pretty big emphasis on platforming, and once again, marathon strats will be taken a little bit safe. A funny fact is those guys that were crawling around the bottom like can actually spawn late, and they'll like follow you all the way to the waterfall. Alright, so I'm going to wait a bit here to manipulate this. Ooh, I just barely made that jump. Alright, I'm going to switch to flame here, and my goal is to upgrade it to use it for the boss.
You can upgrade weapons?
Yeah, so I'll talk about that when I can concentrate.
Yeah, that's fine.
I missed a jump there, but...
Whoa!
And that shouldn't have any delay on it.
I don't know what sound I made just now, but I apologize to the stream for it.
Yeah, sorry.
Meow. Meow.
Alright, so you can actually drop weapons here and pick them up again. So the reason why I just did that is because I had, I cannot see. I could not see. Yeah, you can actually drop weapons. So if there's a weapon drop that you weren't ready for, you can totally just pick it back up again later. Yeah, it's really hard to see the shots because they're blue in the waterfall stage. That's really bad.
Between the screens.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is really bad.
Watching DS things view both screens together.
That's just
Like this one's just really bad done. Like there's pretty really huge gaps.
Yeah.
No, that's the gap between the screens.
Right. But
yeah, but when you see both next to each other.
Right. Which it isn't meant to be seen both next to each other. It's meant to be seen with the gap.
also like there.
Yeah, it's not vision too.
You gotta actually restart the stage. It's gonna be fast to do that. It's really bad to lose your guns in this game. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's a blooper reel for you. Ouch. Yeah, good job, Kay. You just reset the game.
Nice job.
Are you starting over from the beginning?
Yeah, starting over. You want to reset the time?
Reset the timer. I'll go up and put that.
Just
So
reset it.
that's new.
Yeah, just reset it.
Yeah. I would, but sitting with a laptop on my lap.
Next time we get music.
So, it's really bad to lose your weapons. Contra 4 lets you upgrade weapons. And most of my strats are built around having the most broken weapon for a situation. I'm a little bit more practiced in Contra 3, so if I make a bonehead mistake like that, I can get my weapons back and just kind of roll with it. Contra 4 I'm not as well practiced in for like low percent strats, so if I have to use pea shooter, I really don't like to. And yeah, and it takes forever to kill stuff. So I really apologize for that. Also for the unintentional reset there.
I can't tell if it's the stream being choppy or I can't really see the game character very well, but it looks like you're stopping moving every 2 seconds. Sometimes.
Yeah, so we're streaming it from the DS Capture device program. So that captures at 30 frames a second.
Okay.
And then XSplit is trying to grab it at 30 frames a second. And so sometimes the frames that it's streaming at and the frames that it's grabbing at don't match.
I see.
So it may be a little wonky.
Does the original DS one have a 60 FPS support option or no?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, right.
Shoot,
It's
all right.
better actually. Been under there, right?
You might have been on the top.
It's super comfy.
I know.
It's really cool. We got up and did top fives. We're in 5th grade here.
The crush shot actually bleeds through and can damage multiple enemies, so it's really good there. Alright, so let's try not to screw this up.
We're nice here.
There we go.
If you say otherwise, I will stop you. I honestly say, if you say otherwise, I will stop you.
It's nice we can stab people with needles.
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, you need to close that. You can't have it open.
Well, I was just changing the view.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Breaking everything.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No,
It's
it's
too
good.
sensitive.
You have a shield
I
there, it
said
looks
that
like?
earlier.
I'm just going to recreate the screen. 1 second.
Damage boost.
Like, so I'm already convinced that he's moving it down. So we're
Oh,
moving it
that
upward at
damage
the same
boost.
time. I just confused myself.
The answer is 43.
Answer is always 43.
Say otherwise, then do so.
always think the answer is puppies.
No, it's 42.
Puppies is always
Okay.
42 is the answer to life uses no.
So I don't have Crush, which I really want for the base stage, but I can make do with an upgraded laser shot.
Oh, I heard that was laser shot. He definitely
Yeah.
lost a
So
lot.
I structure the boss strategy around having fire, and that lets me do like a really tight strat.
But you lost the fire.
Which is why like the last run like went to pieces very quickly without it.
Does the game ever lag, or does it run at a really constant?
Yeah, the game never lags.
Nice.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
One thing about Way Forward games is they're pretty consistently 60 FPS.
Yeah, they are.
That boss didn't do much during that last phase.
Yeah, hopefully, so this base stage is okay with laser. It's extremely broken with Crush, which I lost. Doing a silly maneuver.
When you fell,
Yeah, so... Upgraded laser is the second best weapon for base stages. You'll see why very quickly.
whoa, what's the firing speed I'm hearing? He's on the ground. Touch down. Yeah. I'm guessing upgraded laser fires super fast. Or is that just your firing speed?
Something bigger. Do the emblems down below just mean that they're dropping that?
Pardon?
The emblems down below,
On the little mini map?
they just mean that there's a drop in that.
Yeah, that means there's a drop in that room. They really didn't know what to do with that other screen.
Was it pretty early DS game?
No, I wouldn't say. It was 2007.
Yeah, it
So,
was.
yeah, a couple years now.
This game really punishes you a lot if you drop your weapon. So Contra obviously does that, but this game especially, like, each weapon is uniquely suited for each fight. So if you lose it, it's really bad. So what I'm going to try and do in this stage is I'm going to try and get my guns back. I can pick up a laser here.
Can't fix the this is the screen.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Can you just switch between weapons at whenever you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a Contra 3 in that respect.
Oh, you can only have the two weapons. Different.
Yeah, so the plan here is to get a laser. The spawns here are random.
Enemy spawns or weapon spawns?
The spawns, the weapons are not random.
Okay. Yeah.
You can make this jump. It's just really tight.
Not working.
There we go. So that goes in pushover when you have lasers. This part is not random at all, it's just a little tricky and sometimes I botch it.
That is, but yeah, that wasn't really a pushover fight.
I liked how invisible you were during that fight.
Yeah, with the frame rate of the DS capture, it's pretty bad. If you look on the actual DS, it's fine.
The capture for him only running at like 30 frames per second.
Yeah, it only runs at 30 frames per second.
The DS running at 60.
Yep. By the way, shoutouts to this stage music. Stage 4 is my favorite music. This flame part, it's not random at all. You just have to memorize the pattern. More RPG. Right, so this guy can reach down, he reaches down and pounds with his arms. You want him to pound straight down with the, I guess that's his right arm first. And if you get that pattern, you can get a quick kill. Which is why I say, like, it's really critical to hang on to your weapons, and if you lose them, you get really punished because the weapons are upgraded. Mm-hmm. So you have to collect 2 to get back to where you were.
And then, yeah. Jeez. So you get the single drop.
Yes, that's our delay level.
Yep.
We're not delayed at all.
So I'm going to be, this is not going to be too pleasant to listen to, but it's kind of hard for me to see, so I'm just going to spam laser.
Yeah, the only problem with the DS captures has to be on the old ones with the really dark screens.
Yeah. It's a little hard to see, so I'm just going to go really safe and boring. Over here, it's really important to use Crush, because it basically strips the meat off those guys' bones.
That's so delicious.
Isn't it, though? And
Whoa, literally.
And then Laser is really broken here, because he can just hold diagonal and just kill everything. So it wrecks the game.
When does spread come into play?
You only see it in stage 1.
Oh. So we missed it.
So yeah, that's all the spread you will see, assuming everything goes according to plan.
Just see that homing.
And no homing.
That's good.
So this boss is in principle easy, but he does weird things sometimes, like with the fish that spawn in the middle. They do weird stuff, and sometimes it can just kill you. So like in principle it's an easy boss, like the pattern is easy to memorize and dodge, but the fish in the middle just they can spawn at like really weird times, like super early or super late. You don't normally see it, but when you do, it wrecks you.
Like that one was a late fish?
You'll know when it's late or early.
A few rounds ago, I suppose.
If you're in a situation like that, the best thing to do is to wait, because they're very generous with how much time they give you to move over. So he was nice to me, so that's great. It's a cycle-based boss, so you can only do 1 damage per cycle to the eye.
Just as soon as you do any more, they just let it register.
Yeah, and as long as they don't do anything stupid, you'll see how broken Crush is in this stage. The range of Crush in these base stages is just ridiculous. It's just broken.
Wow.
It's nuts.
I'm guessing it's exploding because we're not seeing an explosion.
Yeah. Well, the range of it is even beyond the explosion you see.
We're not seeing the explosion.
And then for whatever Crush doesn't like destroy instantly, you've got Powered of Laser, and that just wrecks things too. So yeah, Crush is just ridiculous.
All we're seeing is you shoot in the middle of the screen and everything dying.
You can actually duck under that guy. Like, had that thing pounded, I would have just ducked and it would have been fine.
I'm guessing laser is the highest damage per second?
Yeah, Laser is great on that guy.
I guess he's done with that. There we go. Now it's done.
So yeah, he was already dead by the time I asked that. Oh, not dead.
And then very briefly, I can hit both of them. Alright, here's a little glitch here if I can get it. You can actually, like, if you're in the air when the stage, like, ends, you can freeze in the air. It's kind of funny.
Old school Castlevania strats.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so City is, the first few parts of City are not random. The next parts are. So here we go. You want to be at the top because the street part below is random. The top part is not. The reason why the laser is so broken in this game is because the damage it does is based on the enemy's hitbox, so watch what happens to this tank.
Okay. That's fine.
I like how they all jump to their deaths. It's so nice of them.
So it's just the longer attack.
Yeah, so it's got a really long hitbox, so I dealt like 120 shots of damage. Or what I did there was like equivalent to shooting 120 times with a pea shooter. It's just like that.
That's what I tried.
I'll be in the future.
Alright, over here is a little climbing trick. If you jump on and off and grab a wall and re-grab it quickly, you can climb faster than you normally could. This is the part of the level that everyone hates, because it's random. So I'll see how I do. Or at least the mosquitoes up top here are random. And this is the really tight part coming up here. And then one last tight spot before I'm through. Alright, I'm through.
So just the mosquitoes can actually
Yeah, like the mosquitoes are like even worse than they were in Contra 3. Like they can kill you, like they grab you so fast, they can kill you mid-jump if you're high on the screen. Like you're in the air, they grab you, you're dead.
You missed it all.
Coming up, I'm going to do a really cheesy, broken strat on this boss. So, normally when you fight this boss, there's like, you kill these guys, and then you gotta like hit the riders, but you can actually just shoot the laser,
And go straight through.
and it just goes straight through. I actually stopped to get crushed because it's a little faster, but like I can kill that boss before I even have to deal with the second wave of the riders. So it's really cheap, and it's really good.
Like, just get back.
All right, this stage.
There's what you can wave to yourself in the future like this. Hi.
So again, I've got crush, so it's really broken. So I'm gonna abuse it.
And then your future
So I know
self is
you've
back to
been
your
working on
past
this
self.
game for quite a long time.
No, your past
did you
self
pretty much
waves
come
in
up
your
with
future
strats
self.
immediately, or was it hard trying to
I refined a couple strats. I was working on this game for a while, and then I quit because there was no way to capture the DS footage. And then when the capture device came out and I got it, I started working on it again. Alright, so this part is cycle-based. So I shoot one shot in the middle, and then I have to wait for them to reopen. Meanwhile, these guys are trying to drop from the ceiling and keep me from the center. But fortunately, I've got crush.
Can you only hit it once per opening, I'm guessing?
Yeah, twice per opening, yeah.
Oh, right.
So that works really well. And then this part, again, I have crush, so I can pretty much just stay at the center of the screen and just destroy everything. It's amazing. In fact, this part I can just crouch and just blow up everything. That's really unfair.
Oh, it's fully fair.
Ah, there.
Alright, so what I want here is actually I want fire, if I can get a drop for it. And I did. Lucky me.
It's random?
Alright, it's either fire or laser. Really fast here. This fight with laser is like the most ridiculous thing ever. So what I just did there is the equivalent of shooting him 300 times with a pea shooter.
Nice.
Nice. It's a really bad hitbox of use.
It's amazing. How many stages are there in this anyway?
This is the last one, stage 9.
Gotcha.
Alright, so speaking of abusing hitboxes with laser, there's this fight. So you can actually just stand behind him for the first part of the fight, which is actually long enough for the laser to kill him.
Oh god.
The climb here is a little bit tough because I'm going to climb up fast, but my character for part of the climb is going to be in the forbidden black box of the screen where I can't see him. So I got to take it a little safe.
Black box, I like it.
I'm tired. This pisses me off. I know it's best capture. I think it's a break in between.
Oh, there are some DS games from the break.
Well, we just have the options.
Okay.
Fire destroyed that for sure.
We're slightly behind. We're watching at the same time you guys are.
Sort of the same thing.
So I took it safe there. By using the climbing trick, like this climbing trick, you can get up there so fast that like you can get ahead of the screen. All right, this is the manly path, and this is where like the spawns go crazy on you. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Fire spreads out when it hits the ground, and so I'm gonna kind of use that as like a shield.
Ah, that's it.
Works really well.
Yep.
Not only is it a safe strat, but it also lets me kill things without having to stop, which is more important. And then if they're like a little bit further away and they're going to interfere with my jump, I jump up and I shoot down, and that like staggers it a bit, so I can kill stuff further behind me. And then I'm going to switch to laser to try and protect the fire. Fire is really critical because it's the only gun that can get a 2 cycle on the last boss, and getting a 2 cycle is really important time-wise.
So that's just in case you die, sort of?
Pardon?
You switch to laser more like in case you die?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a chicken. Alright, so there's a lot of drops here, and I don't like them, so I'm going to get rid of them.
I thought you were a mayor, not a chicken.
It says you can only do one thing at once.
Alright, so here's a climbing trick.
Is there even a way to get those?
Yeah, there is. But I don't like them. So I gotta agree.
Obviously not.
Yeah, like, you're supposed to, like, they come from the left side of the screen, and I ignore them for a little while. You could drop down in the crevices in the middle and grapple back up to the top where you were climbing from.
So there was ground there. It wasn't just
Yeah, there was no ground, but like you can collect them and then grapple back up before you fall in the pit. Is the idea?
And here's the Contras from Contra 2.
Yeah, although they go a little bit lower this time.
The mouth just kind of cool or something. That's delicious.
There's a really easy visual cue for this, and that's just look for when the slime gets close to your boots, and that's how you know when to jump. So right here, this is the position I want to be in, because I want to kill the reaching head, and grapple up and shoot the brain. So this is a good pattern. So I might be able to do a one cycle on this guy, maybe. And I couldn't quite kill him in time, so...
Cycle then?
Spoiler!
Alright,
No, we already saw him not get the cycle.
Right.
I just missed it. He was like one shot away. Yeah, one shot. Yeah, I got ran out of time.
It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, one shot.
Most amazing clapping ever.
We didn't care what you did. We were watching this guy.
I love how they make it look like a face.
Okay, yeah.
We weren't watching you.
On the inside of the face.
Yeah, sorry about that run. I had a really, really rocky start, but you at least got to see the last few stages go okay. You can kind of see like how broken the guns are, so you can see like how terrible it is. Like if you have to switch to P shooter
Yeah, right.
for the sections there.
So are we sure we want to watch the next game?
Oh, here comes the.
Raymond Origins.
Are we getting
We still have
the
Contra Force.
Oh, so conscious still.
Yeah, one more Contra game.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
the
the
Contra
D
game.
run.
Call it a
That's,
Contra
that's
game.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
We
I
have
call
to
it
watch
Contra
one
game.
once.
I call it the
Yeah.
best Contra game.
What's that?
I call it the best.
Oh,
The
you
best
over
Contra.
over there. I'll
It's gonna
stay
be-
here.
It's gonna be in the S.
Oh, okay. I know nothing.
Any chance in City City?
I don't have it.
Okay.
Oh no, that's awful.
So we need to switch the streaming back to the TV.
Yeah, just turn stuff on.
Tell the NES.
I'm trying to hide his NES review.
Oh, there it is.
I'm using you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wonderful. It's up there.
It's space so that.
What's the name of the Contra?
Contra Force.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I imagine it's kind of sort of okay, maybe when you're playing on a DS.
A lot of people are asking.
Spike between, I'm gonna need some voice actors.
You got it, brother.
Oh, here's like, where did that bullet come from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I hold, that's.
Oh, right, I need to check this.
It's
Andrew, over 2,000 followers.
Little ads.
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
What?
2028.
What?
Wow, Blue Glass.
Nice, Jake.
Wow. Twitch chat.
I had better have turned off email notifications.
If you haven't, then you just have a lot of emails to go through. Or just have to filter them out somehow.
they delayed it by another 2 seconds,
Right,
and I'm all
thank
screwed up when I'm trying to type. Like, slow mode has been delayed by a further 2 seconds or something, so my timing's out whenever I try to respond to stuff.
So I didn't verify my Twitch email for my main account. However, should I verify it for the account of Worcester Pro that I made recently?
No.
Twitch.
Oh,
No, we need to wait to turn this on until we're all ready.
oh, it is the best Contra. I think we can all agree on that.
This is the best.
Most importantly, I need to update the broadcast.